I consider it a high honor to be able to carry this bill before you today. A lot of Kansans put a lot of sweat, a lot of groundwork into making this possible. And while we're quoting our favorite founding fathers, I would like to quote mine. President George Washington: "The preservation of the sacred fire of liberty and the destiny of the Republican model of government are justly considered as deeply, perhaps as finally staked, on the experiment entrusted to the hands of the American people." I believe our founders knew what they were doing when they drafted the United States Constitution, including Article 5, which gives us a beautiful tool to use to be that check and balance to the federal government. Will we use it? I don't know. That's up to you, and you'll have to vote your districts. For 13 plus years, I had the high honor of working in both our nation's capital and in a district office for two different members of Congress from Kansas. When I first started on Capitol Hill in 2003, it was not too far after the 9/11 terrorist attacks, and Operation Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan was in full swing. And it was just before the lead up to the war in Iraq, which was later known as Operation Iraqi Freedom. During that time, the national debt was $6.7 trillion, and the debt to GDP ratio was 59%. Compare that with today, where our national debt has surpassed $30 trillion this past January. And the debt to GDP ratio is over 124%, higher than it was after World War II. During that time, we've had two Republican presidents, two Democrat presidents, and both parties have controlled Congress at different points. Campaign promises are made and broken, and the American people are often left feeling jaded and powerless, like nothing will ever change, no matter who they send to Congress. Talking about a runaway convention. Well, we have a Congress that tends to run away from problems and solving them. And it's incumbent upon us as states to push back. What will you do in this critical hour? What can address this? Is there hope? Well, I certainly believe so. If not, I would not be standing here before you today. That hope lies with you in your vote on Article 5 of the U.S. Constitution. Will you use it or not?
I'm here live in Philadelphia at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. When you hear the phrase lives, fortunes, and sacred honor, these are the folks we should think of, those who anonymously gave their lives. Well, today you have a chance to volunteer. You need to volunteer for conventionofstates.com, the movement that's going to save the country. These folks are willing to step up and give everything. We need you to give just a little bit. Go to conventionofstates.com and volunteer today.